find a baby for this home. So the beautiful thing is, the blessing was we had this amazing reel that CW had allowed us to shoot.
Okay.
We brought that reel. We thought, what network is bold enough to think outside of the box? And it was Sundance. She brought it to Sundance. Gay told them, look at this, watch it, and then call me later. They watched it. They loved it. They fell in love with us, and the rest is history. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps this whole show. I love that. When was that?
So this was in 2012 and 2013. So Robert Redford bought 14 episodes the first season and 10 the first, 14 and then 10 the second season.
So tell us a little bit about Push Girls. Tell us some of the content for us, some of the people that viewers and listeners that have not seen it.
So basically it's just putting the real back into reality. So if you guys don't know me, I'm an open book. I just tell it like it is.
Yeah.
And most of the girls are like that. And we were not cast. We started off as Shirley's Angels. Then they wanted to turn it into Hot Wheels. I was like, do not name my show Hot Wheels. And then
I'm glad
they did. No. But then they came up with Push Girls. But the easiest way I basically say it's like Sex in the City but on wheels. Okay. I'm basically like, I guess, Carrie Bradshaw. Yes. But I'm kind of really like Samantha. Okay. But so I'm the leader of the pack, and then it's women, the common denominator you think is the wheelchair. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's our spirit, who we are, our drive. And at the time, I was going through my separation. So it was my life being a quadriplegic, going through this relationship. Then my girlfriend, Ati, she was getting married, trying to have a baby. And then Mia, she was falling into like instead of love. And then Tiffany was trying to figure out if she wanted to date girls or date boys. So
you had everything in there.
Yeah, we had everything in there.
I have to
and it's
see
all real. So, and we won the Critics' Choice Awards for Best Reality Series. And I don't know how many reality shows have gone to the White House. And we were on every single major talk show, from Ellen to Good Morning America to Entertainment Tonight to Inside Edition to Marie Osmond to you name it, we were on it.
Tell us about the White House experience.
Wow. So Obama actually had left the day prior. Okay. Because they had some emergency. They had to come here to LA. Go figure. But the girls and I, we went there, and the checkerboard floors, the hallways, it's spooky. It's kind of haunted. I saw a couple things and felt things. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going down that hallway unless someone goes with me. Just saying. But no, the experience was great because we were there at the White House just representing, and we were able to showcase our first episode. Yeah. And they had a lot of folks that showed up, and we had a panel, and I was very grateful and honored. And I remember sitting next to one of my girlfriends who's a dear friend, and at the time in the 80s, she was on a show called The Facts of Life. Her name is Jerry Jules. And the big thing is that here it was, disability came out during that time. Yeah. And now here's a show, it's like 20 years later, that is now making its mark. And so I was able to represent and be there. So it was just very huge for us. So it felt good. Amazing. It felt really good. I'm going to get all teary-eyed now. Because you know what? I think back, I call you Babe already. I'm all like, you're like my best friend. I feel like we've known each other. Like you're like asking me the question.
Kindred spirits.
And I already know what you're gonna ask me before you finish, or I'm like feeling you and thinking.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
But during the time of Push Girls, a lot of people don't know this, but I just separated from my ex, so I was going through a divorce. Yeah. And a month later, I lost all of my nursing care. So imagine that.
How did that happen?
Oh my gosh. So I was with, that's a whole other story, but I was with Screen Actors Guild. Okay. And unbeknownst to me, or at the time, I had no idea, but when you become disabled, 3 years after you get Medicare, and I didn't know this. So I automatically had Medicare as my secondary. So make that long story short, when SAG found out that I had Medicare, they were like, oh, well, you have a secondary insurance. I was like, I didn't know. So they went back and forth, and Screen Actors Guild said, all right, we're going to be her secondary, you be her primary. So they dropped me. They became my secondary. I lost everything. And then Medicare, I didn't have anything. I had to fight for all my care, what I have now, and it's not much. But basically, just imagine, it's one thing to be a paraplegic and being a little bit independent, that you can do things on your own.
Yeah.
But it's another to be a quadriplegic that you can't even get out of bed.
Yeah.
So here it was, I just had my own TV show. I was just going through a divorce. You know, I was breaking up with my soulmate, and now I have no care. What am I going to do? So fortunate for me, my angel at the time was my Auntie Judy, who's also on the show. She stepped in, and she spent 2 years, day and night, taking care of me.
Wow.
Everything that you see that happened in that show, it was all because of her. I'm going to get emotional now, because I'm really thinking back, because I remember we were at Sundance. We were just going nonstop with the schedule. And she's like, oh my God, now I know why the celebrities, because she has a Filipino accent, she's like, why they have nervous breakdown? Because we were just going, because it's like, okay, go upstairs, go change in 30 minutes, we'll meet you back downstairs. How can 2 women get ready in 30 minutes?
Exactly.
But we would do it. So just, yeah, it was crazy. But I think because all that happened, I was basically like in the eye of the storm. I was able to be grounded.
Yes.
And just, like I told the girls, I said, you know, the moment you guys go up on that pedestal and all floating in the clouds and your head gets big, I'm going to knock them pedestal down and bring you guys back down to the ground. And so I think because that was all going on with me, I was able to just stay focused and just like be grounded a bit, because I had to focus on that stuff. Because when I look back and I look at Push Girls, I could see I was holding a lot in a sense of just trying to control everything.
Yeah.
And of course we can't control everything, but it's a different
we
Angela.
We like to try.
Yeah, we like to try. Oh,
Whenever I try to control anything in life, it goes completely sideways and backwards and comes out the other end.
Hello, I was a control freak. Look at me now.
So what is life like right now?
Life in a sense of being a quadriplegic, or just in general?
Yeah, let's go with that first. And so what kind of care do you have now?
Tracy, I'm not here to have a pity party or anything like that, but so my care now, I have a gentleman, a wonderful man, his name is Umo. Umo comes in the mornings for 2 hours.
Okay.
And it's just basic, you know, he bathes me, dresses me, puts me in the wheelchair, brush teeth, wash face, I do my own makeup, and then he leaves, 2 hours. Okay. And then I'm by myself throughout the whole day. My honey is usually with me. If he's working, then I'm home by myself. They'll usually leave like food for me. And then I have a second nurse that comes to help me go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And then that's usually around 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Then I'm pretty much on my own all the way till the night.
Okay.
And then the nurse comes back for 1 hour. So I basically have 4 hours of nursing care.
Okay.
Well,
and what does your day look like? What do you?
Oh my gosh.
Tell us about your day.
So my day can be anything. So I'm a night owl, first of all.
Okay.
So I go to sleep at like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
The day before yesterday, I went to bed at 8 in the morning. That was not by choice. That just happened because my honey right now, he's in Italy. So I get spasms at night. So even though I lay on my back throughout the whole night, my legs will spasm and they'll shift and they'll go to the side. So when nobody's in the bed with me, my legs spasm, they go to the side, and one leg goes hanging off the bed. So last night I was like one leg hanging off the bed, but I slept like that. But at least I slept, 5.5 hours? So my usual day is I get up and I have my brunch, because by the time I eat it's like 2 o'clock. And I usually can roll into my office. I have an office in my house.
Good.
And I do all my social media, to all my emails, to all my calls and everything. I basically just run my rolling empire from there. And if I'm not shooting, I could be shooting on a set, or I could be working, or doing a speaking engagement, or just out with friends, whatever. But right now, predominantly, I'm home just focusing on my projects that I'm working on right now. And then I eat, I eat every 3 to 4 hours. So I'll go into the kitchen, and whoever's around, they help me, whatnot. In the bathroom wise, my honey will help me when he's home. And then I'm just working most of the time.
So you're doing the acting.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's
Oh
talk
my
about some of the projects and things that you're working on. That's exciting.
I'm crazy right now because so I got into the acting before the accident, okay? Just I got a little of the bug in me from my ex-husband. And I was lucky to be like a glorified extra on Fast and the Furious and VIP with Pamela Anderson. So after I got injured, I didn't know that people in wheelchairs could be actors. I had no idea. They call them PWDs, Performers with Disabilities.
Okay.
And so I jumped into the industry 5 years after I was paralyzed. And Traci, you literally are sitting around waiting for wheelchair rolls to roll in. So if you're lucky, like 17 years ago, you get like 1 to 2 a year. Okay. So after I was fortunate, because what happened was I couldn't sit around waiting for wheelchair rolls, and that's why I started modeling for 6 years.
Okay.
And then after the modeling, I was like, okay, I need to do something. And that's when I did Push Girls. So after I did Push Girls, I stopped acting and I stopped modeling because I was focusing on the show.
Yeah.
So I took about 3 years off.
Okay.
I was in hibernation. So last year, I said, in November on 11/11, I said, okay, that's it. 2018, I'm jumping back into modeling, back into acting, full force, unstoppable, that's it. So I said it, and like I said, 11/11, I met this amazing director. Her name is Miriam Hassler.
Okay.
And she's gorgeous inside and out, like yourself. And she's actress, producer, director. She's just a Renaissance woman. So she wrote this script. And make a long story short, I don't know, did you see 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't read the book. But one day I was in my office working, and I stumbled on the YouTube, the trailer.
Okay.
But it wasn't just the trailer, because when I saw the trailer, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch that. But I saw the interview with the director and the producer, and it was very interesting. So it made me watch the movie 1 and 2. I was like this high school girl, like screaming, like, no! Like, it was so funny. But after I watched it, I told my honey, I said, baby, I need to do a movie like this. I need to do something like this. I either produce it, write it, I don't know. They need to have a woman in a wheelchair that is powerful, that is sexual, and just, because you don't see any of that.
Yes,
like
that's
that man,
right.
you know, just like him, but in a woman form and a chair.
Yeah.
And so Miriam came to me, so I am working on this project now called Pen Pals, and I play a bisexual sex therapist, and it's very interesting because 2 weekends ago, we had our love scene, me and my girlfriend, in the bathtub. And, just say,
That's hilarious.
Just get ready. Might get your eyes poked out. No, I'm kidding.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of nudity, but tasteful. I don't know how, because I was like, okay, I'm okay with nudity, as long as we don't show too much, whatever, but just tastefully shot and everything. But it's intense because she doesn't exactly like rape me, but it's a very physical, she basically pulls me under the water.
Okay.
And so that was crazy doing that stunt because I did it on my own.
Okay.
And it's one thing to forget that you're paralyzed because, you know, you're this woman like yourself and you're thinking, okay, I could do this, I got this. And I'm telling my honey, Stefano, who was helping me, we had a gentleman that was there on the set who was Carl, who was helping us, like explaining everything, who's Miriam's boyfriend. But basically, I was telling my honey, because I was like, okay, on the count of 3, you're just going to just grab my legs and just yank me down under the water. Yeah. And they had the red cam above me, like just like shooting down. And I was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, when you go under the water, you can hold your breath.
Yeah.
And so water doesn't go in. You can like hold your breath. So.
But it's different. Like
I forgot I'm paralyzed and my diaphragm doesn't work. So the moment Stefano pulled me under the water, because they told me to like flail my arms to give like the effect of just the drama. Okay. I went under, even though my mouth was closed and I wasn't breathing, the water started going into my nose. So I could smell and taste the rust of the tub or whatever the concoction that was in that water. It just was, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yes, it was real. And I was like, when are they going to pull me up? When are they? So when they finally pulled me up, I was like blowing all this snot and spitting and just everything because it was disgusting. But we got the shot. So that's all that matters. But I just thought to myself, wow, here it was. I forgot. I forget sometimes I'm paralyzed. I think I can do something. Because most of the time I don't see myself as paralyzed. Yeah, and that's the thing. So, yeah. Did I answer your question?
I love that. I mean, it's so. Did they create that role for you?
No, she wrote this. Okay. I pulled her aside and I said, "Can I ask you, why is it that you wrote this woman in a wheelchair? Do you have a girlfriend in a wheelchair? Do you know?" She has no. She said no. She just felt it. And you want to know something creepy, which I know that you'll love and appreciate? She said after I read for her and I auditioned for her, that she actually had my picture on her vision board. Because before she even met me, before she even wrote it, she went online to look up like hot girl in wheelchair or whatever. And it was my photo, and I believe my best friend too, she had both of the photos up. She didn't know if she was going to be able to meet me or anything. She said, I didn't know if I was going to be able to even reach you. And she said she wrote my part looking at my photo. It's so eerie how we're very similar. And yeah, she just plugged into it, and that was it.
There are no mistakes in life and everything. And, you know, that's the power of the vision boards, too. And I love saying that because a lot of people think they're kind of weird or stupid or... every time I've had a vision board.
Do you have one right now?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
I want to see yours.
Oh, yeah.
Where's it hanging?
Mine's in my bedroom.
Okay, mine's in my office.
Mine is, you know, it's funny, I'm a little weird with my vision board. Not that I have a lot of people over, but I don't like people to see it. Yeah. I'm superstitious.
Yes,
so I pull it down and I hide it, and
okay,
I'm like, this is my private little baby.
Because people are like, what is that? What is that? Yeah.
But vision boards, I mean, they're so incredible because you have to have vision in life. We have vision and we have purpose and we have drive. And then we put into action. Exactly. So why would we not have a vision board of all the things that we want and we want to manifest and bring into our life?
It's true.
What do you have some of the things on your vision board?
Well, big, the rolling empire. And then right in the center it says the book. And then over here it says new show. And then motivational speaking and a certain amount of money that I want to make and have in my bank account at a certain age. But I teach manifestation classes. So it's very important because like you said, people... You know, you get up, I have this dream, I want to be such and such. Oh yeah, I know I'm going to do this, do such and such. You can have it within you, but then to see it every day in front of your face, that's like even more powerful because it's reminding you to just focus even more.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you guys don't have a vision board, I highly suggest doing it. Yes. I'm actually going to do a vision board class.
Oh.
So I would love, it's going to be for guys and girls because I think that, you know what, we need to share stuff like this together. So I will do just a female group because I know a lot of the women want it private.
Yeah.
But get a vision board done and have it because it's so amazing. And the other thing that I love is affirmations and a sticky note.
Oh my gosh!
Sticky note. I
love you more.
I'm a nerd. I'm like, okay, this. I can't even see in the mirror sometimes because I have so many sticky notes, and it's like, I am enough. I am powerful. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am, you know, all these things, and just to remember. And it's funny because people say to me, well, you're already so, you know, you're so motivational, and you're always positive, and that's your first mistake. Yeah. That's not true.
Exactly.
That is not true. But we have to feed ourselves full of this, you know, and so that we can live this beautiful life and breathe it into existence.
True.
And the manifestation, and I love that. So, you know, positive thinking every single day. What do you want for your life? Who are you? Why are you here? What do you want to do? But most of all, this is the crucial part that I find that a lot of people forget, is what are you going to do for other people? You are an example of that. It's completely, hands down. It's just like, through all of this, and this is what I've heard, and we just met today, but I feel like I've known you my whole lifetime.
Exactly. I feel the same.
It's crazy.
I'm like, am I being cheesy here? But I feel like I've known her forever. like sister souls here.
Yes. Yeah. And you know, the thing is that what I hear in what I see in your eyes is you're thinking about how you can convey your message to the world to help other people. Your show, producer of the show. I mean, a lot of us are in our egos. We want to be the star of the show. Yeah, I'm a Leo. I want to be the star of my own show.
Yeah, no,
you know,
I don't want to be
it's like, but we get out of ourselves. And you know what? You were like, what can I do so that people can see this, use me as an example, and all these other beautiful vessels of human beings, so that we can share our experience, strength, and hope to empower the world. And this is what you've done and continue to do. And not once is there been any feeling that I've gotten from you about feeling sorry for yourself, ever, ever. The power of the mind, every single day, just sharpening the tools and keep telling yourself, you know what? Whatever you tell yourself, you will be.
It's the truth. I believe in that.
You've shown that.
I believe
That's
in
who
it
you
completely.
are. This book, I want you to teach me, well, you can help me manifest the man of my dreams.
Yes. We
So
have to write
that's
the list
That's
first.
the one part. Oh, I've got
write
the list.
Okay, you have to
The
be
list
so
is
detailed.
long.
Okay. Because I have a list.
Oh, no.
And my honey fits it. There's two things maybe off. but he fits it pretty much, yeah.
Oh, I learned. You have to be very detailed.
Yes,
very detailed.
Very specific.
So when you ask for patience, don't ask for patience, just patience. Ask for what patience will look like.
Exactly.
Because that's how I met my ex-husband.
Exactly.
And so now I'm very detailed. Everything is, I mean, it's, people look at it and go, oh my gosh, you'll never meet the man of your dreams. Yes, I will.
Exactly.
Because, you know, you have to write it in detail and really put down pen to paper, put that vision down on paper. And not everybody has a clear vision as you do. So live outside the box, guys. Enjoy life, no matter what position you are in life.
Yes.
So 2 things that you can share with the world and tell them to live a great life.
Okay, so one thing I always say is that I do believe that this life is a gift. And what we do with our life is our gift back to the world, to others, and to ourselves. And that's the one thing that people forget is back to themselves. And the most important thing that you need to remember is to be grateful for the littlest things. People are so caught up in, oh, I want to get there, or oh, I want this, or it's not happening now, and it's not in this time, and oh my gosh, I thought I would be there by now. But you need to stop, come back into yourself, come back in the moment, look around, and just appreciate what you have, the littlest things, because tomorrow's not promised, and you waste so much time focusing so much and beating yourself up on what's in the future, when you could just be in the present moment and just appreciate that. And just know when you're going through that hard time that it's not going to be permanent, it's only temporary. And patience and knowing who you are inside, that you're this unstoppable force that is strong, that you can get through anything.
I love it. I swear this is like my sister. Everything. It's funny, just a quick story before we leave. So on the stair climber this morning and just thinking about everything, I got lots of stuff on my mind, and I just looked outside and I went, I'm so grateful for this beautiful life. I'm grateful for this earth, the sunshine, this like feeling the ability to be able to do cardio, the ability to have my health, all these things. And it's like this tension, this vice grip that was on my head just released from living in gratitude.
Exactly.
Angela Rockwood, thank you so much for being here today. You're an amazing soul.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I love this girl. Where do we find you on social media?
Oh my gosh. So go to Instagram, The Real Angela Rockwood. Facebook, Angela Rockwood. I have like 5 social medias and Instagram.
Yes.
The Real Angela Rockwood, The Beauty Blazer, Motivation with Ange, Cheerlee's Angels, and Push Girls Motivation. So that's where you can find me.
Find her, and you have to write your book, so that's next. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you being here. Love and adore you, and thank you so much for watching today, guys. We'll see you every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Power of Voices TLC Unleashed. Bye, guys.
Yay!
So much
Thank
fun.
you. Oh
You're
my gosh.
amazing.
Thank you. I was like, we didn't talk about Dustin. I was thinking of Dan, like, oh.
I know. Can we just? I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Do we have to go?
No. Yay! That was amazing.
Wow.
I'm serious. When you were talking, I was like, I know what she's gonna say. I'm gonna finish her sentence. Oh my gosh, Angela, let her finish. I was like, it's like the boyfriend and girlfriend like meeting and they're finishing each other's sentences.
That's so funny because I felt, and then I got sort of lost where I was for a minute, and I was just like, wow, I feel like I've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I have a new BFF now. I was like, she's going to be like, oh gosh.
Somebody appreciates my spiritual nerdness.
Yes. Oh my God, you can nerd up with me anytime. That's
I was telling the ladies the other day, people were like, oh, rainbows and lollipops, do you have them like coming out of your ass? I'm like, yep, rainbow lollipop, right up there. I was like, that's me. Shoot and rainbows and lollipops.
That's so visual.
Oh my God.